an alcoholic's very important. Like if it's been 24 hours and I haven't had a good cup, I'll crush up the grounds and get some stuff done today. But I drink real coffee, like I don't understand the Keurig at all. Like who drinks 1 cup of coffee? Who does 1 line of cocaine? You know me, row 3 you want to hang out with, right? Yeah. Like a K-cup is like a keep-up of coffee. Right? Like I'll do a K-cup if I'm getting paid at 5 o'clock. I go out and buy an 8-ball of Columbia dark roast. All right, for those of you not laughing, Columbia does 2 things real quick. Coffee and booger sugar. I see some of you still not laughing, I know. It was a bold move for me to do a cocaine joke. And this is clearly the meth side of town. I drink enough coffee to kill a yak. That's my goal. Being sober is all right. I really don't care what anybody else does. Like, drink up, please, have a good time. Like, I don't even care what drugs you're doing. Like, I'm more concerned with the drugs you aren't doing. Like, round of applause, how many people have eaten mushrooms? Mushrooms, where are we at? The rest of you nerds, why not? You don't want to trip? Like, no, why not? You don't want to be cool. You're probably crazy enough as it is. Like seriously, like look, like I'm sober, but I'm a big advocate for seeing colors, you know? Yeah, like look, like you go to any bar in America, you're never gonna see like, hey, try this IPA, you're gonna hear the rainbow. Ever watch The Grateful Dead? It's like Jerry Garcia knows what the color blue sounds like. Like, I don't really care what anybody does as a sober person. That's a common misconception. Like, a lot of the times I'll be hanging out with my friends and they'll be like, oh, Dave, is it okay if I drink this mango White Claw right in front of you? I'm like, oh yeah, that mango White Claw is gonna make me jump off the wagon, everybody. It's like, why don't you just drink vodka and chase it with a chloride like an adult, okay? Doesn't bother me at all. The only thing that kind of bothers sober people, and I'll tell you this is a little inside baseball, but like, you ever see someone on social media like, sober from cocaine, 7 years, don't even miss it. That just means you smoke hella weed, okay? Which is fine, okay? Harm reduction is a thing. Like, jazz cabbage over booger sugar all day long. But that's not sober, okay? Like, people are like, the pandemic was so rough. I'm like, oh yeah, with your weed delivery service? And your government cheese? It's like, that's not sober. You know what sober is? If you ever felt every feeling for 10 years? Did you ever have to raw dog a global pandemic with nothing but cold brew and exercise? Like, people will sometimes like to come up to me and compare their problems to mine. Like this lady come up to me, she's like, hey, congratulations on 11 years sober. I know exactly how hard that is. I'm like, oh, you're sober too? She's like, no. I'm gluten intolerant. What? She's like, yeah, it's totally the same. I'm like, I don't think she's like, it's totally the same. Listen. Sometimes I can't even have a Coors Light. When my stomach will hurt so bad, I won't go to work the next day. So, oh yeah, if I tap the Rockies, I'm never showing up to work again. Because it's like, she's like, no, come on. Like, it's like, look, it's this, listen. It's kind of the thing. Listen. Sometimes I'll go cold turkey for a while. But then I'll slip up and I'll eat a muffin. Like, muffins are good, gals. I'm not going to argue with that. I looked her dead in the eyes and said, hey, have you ever eaten 12 muffins and tried to fight your dad? Because it's not the same. Because if it was the same, I could just see her sitting outside of a bakery at 7 in the morning. And the baker comes out. Man, not again. I thought I told you not to come around here anymore. It's like, but Jim, I just need one more scone to get me through the morning. Like comparing your gluten intolerance to someone's alcoholism is like, it's like if your leg falls asleep and then you go and tell an amputee about it. It's like, my leg's all tingly, you understand? It's like, I was in Vietnam.